everyone, I'm Jill.
And I'm Alice.
And this is Waterfront Wednesdays, brought to you by Boston Harbor Now. Have you ever thought about how libraries are sort of like parks?
Yes, because I love them both.
That's true, but I'm referring to the way they act as social infrastructure.
Yes, especially after we heard Eric Klinenberg talk about his new book, Palaces for the People.
Exactly. And although the book focuses heavily on libraries, his definition is much broader than that, right? It includes a wide range of public institutions, including parks.
Yes, parks promote civic engagement and social interaction, both within communities and across group lines, his definition. Some public spaces do this really well, and some of them do it less well.
And different sections of the waterfront are more or less effective at inviting people to enjoy them.
Some of them feel always welcoming.
Some of them feel really exciting and activated with good programming.
And some of them need harbor walk signs for you to know that they're public.
That's true. But let's talk about the good examples. So where can you go on the harbor and know immediately that you're in a public space and feel really welcomed?
One of my favorite park welcoming things is
grills.
Yes, it's true. Being able to grill in a public park, particularly if there's a grill there waiting for you when you arrive, sends some really important messages to the public. It says, park users, we trust you to use fire in our park. We want you to come with your family and friends and share a meal. And finally, it says, even if you don't have a big backyard or a big back deck, you can be part of this culture of eating outside and enjoying food like this.
And that is the magic of George's Island, right? On a summer weekend, you'll go down to the grill and see anywhere from 2 to 20 people gathered around it. It's actually what makes the picnic grounds one of the most diverse parts of the island.
Yep, and because of the campsites, there are also grills available on Pettix and Lovell's, Bumpkin and Grape. And if you're just driving from the mainland, you can go to Webb Memorial State Park.
And there aren't many public grills in Boston's mainland parks, but you can bring a gas or a charcoal grill to Castle Island and Franklin Park, or you can bring a gas grill to Herder Park in Allston.
Yep, and I love that the way grills blur social boundaries and sort of get rid of that neighborhood-centricness. Anyone can come.
Right. You know what makes people interact in parks, like really interact?
Dogs!
That's right! And we've got a dog here today. Come on, buddy. Hop up.
Good job, Riley. Good job.
So when I take my dog Salute to the park, I interact with people that I would not really speak to unless I had my dog with me.
Right. And although there aren't officially dog parks along the Harbor Walk, you can visit bostonharborwalk.org to find places with mutt mitts.
And some of the most popular spots for dogs near or along the harbor, right, are Paul Revere Park in Charlestown, Dorchester Heights in Southie, and Victory Park Road in Dorchester.
Yep. And last year, Boston Harbor Now teamed up with the National Park Service to do a bark ranger program. So dogs are not allowed on the islands that are islands, but on the 4 peninsulas, dogs are allowed on leashes. So you can take a dog to Webb Memorial State Park, to Nut Island, to Deer Island, and to World's End.
So beyond grills and dogs, what are some other things that can make a public space feel really welcoming?
I think there's still something really compelling about fire. Like Fan Pier's fire pit is really fun.
Right. And even though it's not a huge flame, it is hot enough for you to be able to roast marshmallows.
Exactly. And then I think there's really good programming. So the Rosie's Invade the Navy Yard is one. There's programming behind Atlantic Wharf on Fort Point that's pretty compelling. And then there are the fireworks.
Right, and the fireworks are so great. They bring such a wide spectrum of people down to the waterfront on the last Thursday, right before Labor Day or on New Year's Eve. And they just make everyone feel like they can be part of the experience and it's their waterfront, right? From East Boston and Pierce Park to the North End and Christopher Columbus Park. Boston Harbor Now really, really loves putting on the fireworks because they make everyone feel like it's part of their waterfront story.
Exactly. What do you think is a way to say you're welcome on the waterfront without signage?
So when we went to Toronto a couple of years ago, one of the things that super impressed me about the waterfront was there were things that felt like public art, but the closer you got to it, you realized it was double duty, right? It was like a public bench where you can just come and sit, or even a place where you could skateboard.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Even where there aren't grills and dog parks, we're working to make sure that Boston's waterfront feels welcoming and accessible to all.
Whether it's through commenting or planning projects or just programming.
Yep. And that's why we hope that you'll come down and take advantage of the things we're doing on the waterfront today.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jill Valdez-Horwood.
I'm Alice Brown.
Check us out at Harbor Horwood
or at Fairy Fairy.
And if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and throw us a like.
Or leave a comment below. Where's your favorite place to grill? Go with your dog? Or what should we talk about on a future episode? Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the waterfront.